Welcome to the 8 Great Planets. Earth and its moon are part of a larger system in space called a solar system. A solar system is made up of a star and the planets and other space objects that revolve around it. A planet is a large round body that revolves around a star. In our solar system, the planets and other objects revolve around a star we call the Sun. There are 8 planets in our solar system. All of them rotate or spin about an axis. This is an imaginary line that goes through the center of a planet. Earth rotates on its axis once every 24 hours. This is the length of one day on Earth. Unlike planets, some objects don't revolve directly around the Sun. Moons are small natural objects that revolve around other objects. Many planets have moons. Earth has only one. It revolves around Earth about once a month. We've been focused on our very own planet, planet Earth, but now we're going to go ahead and explore the other planets in our solar system. Each planet in our solar system has unique characteristics, and we're going to explore them to see what we can find out. Before we do that, we definitely need to look at what planets are in our solar system. Here's my model of the solar system. I can see the Sun and our 8 planets. Let's go ahead and label them. We're looking at the first planets from the Sun. I can see Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. We call those first 4 planets closest to the Sun the inner planets. The 4 planets farthest from the Sun are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. We call these 4 planets the outer planets. All right, so now it's important for us to learn a way to remember the order of the planets from the Sun. I used the first letter of each planet's name to come up with a word and made up a little saying. It goes like this: My very educated mother just served us nuggets. The M in Mercury is for the M in my, the V in Venus is for very, and so on. It's a great way to remember the order of the planets. Just don't get Mercury and Mars mixed up. We are going to explore how each planet in the solar system has unique characteristics. But remember, you've got to know the order of the planets from the Sun. We've got those inner planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and our outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. That silly saying, my very educated mother just served us nuggets, helps me remember the order of those planets. Now let's learn a little bit about those unique characteristics. Let's talk about the inner planets. Planets in our solar system can be classified based on their distance from the Sun. The 4 inner planets are the closest to the Sun. In order from closest to farthest, the inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. The inner planets are very dense and rocky. They have thin atmospheres and small diameters. A planet's diameter is the distance from one side of the planet through its center to the other side. The inner planets have large solid cores at their centers. They have few moons, and their revolution times are short compared to the other planets in the solar system. In looking at our inner planets, Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system. It's less than half the size of Earth. Its surface is filled with craters much like Earth's moon. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, and on Mercury, the Sun would look 3 times as large as it does on Earth. Our second planet from the Sun is Venus. Venus is so hot that lead would melt at its surface. Thick clouds surround Venus, and its atmosphere is made up mostly of carbon dioxide. Lava flows from more than 1,000 volcanoes on Venus's surface. Earth is the third planet from the Sun. It has an atmosphere made of mostly nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. Earth is the only planet known to have abundant liquid water, which helps to keep Earth at temperatures that allow life. Our last inner planet is Mars. Sometimes you can see Mars in the night sky. Mars is known as the red planet because of its red rocky surface. Giant dust storms often cover the entire planet, forming huge sand dunes. Mars, like the other inner planets, has many volcanoes. Now let's talk about the outer planets. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are the outer planets. In that order, they are the farthest planets from the Sun. The outer planets are also called the gas giants because they are huge and made up mostly of gases. They don't have a solid surface, and their cores are very small. Because the gas giants are so far away from the Sun, their surfaces are much colder than the inner planets. All of the outer planets have many moons and ring systems. Saturn's ring system is more visible than those of the other outer planets. Our fifth planet from the Sun is Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. In fact, all of the other planets would fit inside Jupiter. Its great red spot is about as wide as 3 Earths. The red spots are massive spinning storms. Jupiter's faint rings were discovered by the Voyager 1 space probe in 1979. Our sixth planet from the Sun is Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet and has thousands of rings around it. The rings are made up of ice and chunks of rock. Some of Saturn's moons are found inside these rings. Like Jupiter, Saturn has large storms. Uranus is our seventh planet from the Sun. The axis of Uranus is tilted so far that, compared to other planets, it rotates on its side. This makes seasons on Uranus last more than 20 years. Deep inside Uranus, heated gases bubble and burst onto the surface, causing bright clouds to form. Uranus has a system of at least 13 faint rings. Neptune is our eighth and final planet in our solar system. It is the windiest planet in our solar system. Its winds move at speeds of about 2,000 kilometers per hour. That's 1,243 miles per hour. These winds blow Neptune's great dark spot around the planet. This spot is a storm about the size of Earth, known to vanish and reform. Neptune has 9 rings around it. We are going to study our 8 planets in our solar system, and we'll talk about Pluto because it is a dwarf planet these days. We're going to talk about their unique characteristics as well as the characteristics of the inner and outer planets. I want you to go ahead and research and find some information about each planet in our solar system. What can you learn? Don't forget to learn the order of the planets from the Sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. My very educated mother just served us nuggets. All right, that's all for me. Take care.
Peace.